I think I have found my brother who ran away from home 9 years ago. TLDR, I think a driver in the company I work for might be my brother who ran away 9 years ago. I don't know how to approach him. My younger brother ran away from home when I was 14. Apparently my mother beat him very hard and told him to go away, and he's not her child anymore after he broke a new TV while playing football in the house. She says she didn't mean it and was just disciplining him, and said that in the heat of the moment. My brother was always one of those troublesome kids, carefree, a little too adventurous, but he had a good heart and I loved him very much. At first we thought he would just come back, then hours went by, we started to get worried. After a day with him coming back, he started to search for him. We asked around, called the cops and filled a missing person report. We searched for him for a long time and never found him. His disappearance tore my family apart. My dad blamed my mom and they divorced shortly after my 15th birthday. The relationship between my grandparents and my mom deteriorated. Fast forward to about a month ago, I got a job as an intern at a logistic company in my country. I am an assistant as a driver dispatcher. One of the drivers' name caught my attention a week ago. It was exactly the same as my brother's. The driver came back about 3 days ago from a shipment and I have been kind of observing him. And he kind of looks like my brother. He resembles my dad. And I don't know if I am the one who's making this observations because I want to, or the resemblance is actually there. Now I have been sleepless for days wondering if I should approach him. What if it's not him? I am a shy person and not really good with people. Will he think I'm crazy? Should I at least do some more homework before I approach him? And what should I tell my parents? Just to clarify, I was still at school when it happened and my dad was still at work. That's when we came home to find him gone. So I approached him a day after the post using some of the ways you suggested. And it went better than I had anticipated. He recognized me even before I could tell him everything I had rehearsed. Apparently he had looked me up online, and since I've little going on any social media except for lurking on Twitter and Reddit, he could hardly find anything concrete. So the only pictures of me she could find were from my best friend's Instagram post a couple of months ago. And he knew her and were kind of friends. I asked why he didn't reach out, and well, he said that he was afraid that I was mad at him and will never forgive him for running away and leaving me. I was completely taken back by that, cause I never saw that way. I was a bit mad having me worried about him for years, but finding him alive and well is the completely dwarfs any anger, sad, disappointed I had. And those who may wonder what happened after he left home, it's not been easy for him. Being homeless, abusing drugs, dealing drugs, serving jail time a couple of times, depression, suicidal thoughts, but it all worked for him when an old family and charity program found him at 16 and helped him out. He didn't want to come back, but was forced to deal drugs. It's a common in my country where young kids, either orphans or abducted, are forced to sell drugs. Well, we have been hanging out a lot. There have been a lot of tears, catching up to do. He asking about my dad because he had tried to look for him too, but he left the country a few years back with his new wife and kids, but he is not ready to face just yet. For my mom said he forgave her, but he just want to see her yet. I am glad I met my family. Thanks to all of you who gave me advice.